everybody, welcome to Sunday Jam number 3. So glad you stopped by. I'm just messing around with a new song that I have started up, trying to get some lead stuff for that. But welcome to the jam. Got some cool stuff for today. We're gonna open up the mystery box that I got last week. My dad sent me a box of some music stuff, and we'll check it out, open that up. Also going to do a little update on the Arc System 3. A couple little things in that I'm going to show you. There's some new guitars from Fender. The Kenny Wayne Shepherd one, I saw that was up, and then I went onto their website and found some more. One in particular that I'm real excited about. So we're going to check those out and also look at some viewer comments and talk a little bit about the Scheps Omni Channel. That's a Waves plugin that I used on that AC/DC song. So lots of cool stuff, so stick around.
If you listen closely, you can hear them still. Angus and Malcolm, the Rolling Stones down the hill, rock and roll.
All right, everybody, mystery box. Mystery box. This is pretty cool. My dad, I was talking to him about some music gear that I thought he still had, and he's like, yeah, I still have it, and I'll send it to you. So I'm gonna open this up. Oh, cheap. Oh, wow. There's a guitar strap. Oh, that's really cool. Well, this is a Paul Reed Smith Strat. It's got some really cool little, I don't know if you can see the little buttons on that. It's pretty neat. It's an old strap. It goes with that Paul Reed Smith that you might see me playing sometimes. All right, that's cool. What else? Yeah, so this is neat. I didn't know he was going to send this. It's the Electro Harmonix small stone phase shifter. Wow, that's pretty cool. I wonder where he got that at. There it is, phase shifter. I've not messed with that before. I've got some other EH stuff sitting around. It's cool in this old box. So we're gonna check that out. And then this is what I was, oh, look at this box. Rockman X100 in the old beat up box. Man, let's see if this still works. Oh, cool. There it is. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. And all the, so I did those videos, the Joe Satriani videos, and Joe used one of these back in the day. All this older stuff. But Joe, this was like big part of his sound was that Rockman X100. So, all right, so that was pretty cool. Rockman, we'll be messing with that here soon. Let's check out, I was on the other day on, I forget what site I was on, but I saw there's a new Kenny Wayne Shepherd Strat. So check this out. This is pretty wild. So he's come up with a new signature Strat. He's had some other ones, but this is pretty cool. It's got a chambered ash body, chamber body, so that's interesting. And what's interesting too is this neck. It's like a rosewood fingerboard. It's a C-shaped maple neck with a bound rosewood fingerboard. I thought it was interesting too. I was reading down here and he's saying he's done major tours with Buddy Guy, Van Halen, the Stones. And then he says he has a collaboration with Stephen Stills called The Rides. I didn't know about that. He's playing in a band with Stephen Stills. I have to check that out. Stephen Stills, one of my favorite albums of all time is Manassas. There's like song after song on that. It's just fantastic. So check that out, you young guitar players. If you haven't checked out Manassas by Stephen Stills, great. His first album's good too. Jimi Hendrix plays on 1 or 2 songs on there. It's and then Stephen Stills does Black Queen on there. It's like an acoustic thing. I used to do that. It's a fun one to play. So interesting Strat. There's, you know, $2,000. Not crazy compared to some other companies. So pretty wild. And the pearloid block inlays, I think, is pretty interesting. I don't know if I like the headstock though. What do you guys think about that? The color on the headstock? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that part, but it's pretty interesting. I wouldn't mind trying that out. They also had that HM, the heavy metal Strat on here. This is pretty, I remember this one. I think I remember it was Greg Howe maybe, like on the cover, like Guitar Player magazine or something back in the 80s. I think he used to play these, the heavy metal Strat. So we're doing that. It's $1,200. The one cool guitar that I saw that I really liked was this American Original 50 Strat they're doing. They do it in that Inca Silver. The Sunburst, two-color Sunburst is really cool. I think my brother has a Sunburst one like this. The color I really like though is this white blonde, and I don't know if you can see this. You might need to check it on their website yourself, but it's got like the white, but you can see the grain through there. I love that. That is very wild. That's got the thick, soft V-neck, so I'd be interested in trying that out. That's a cool one. You know, for me, my favorite guitar that I've played for years is my Clapton Strat. That's an awesome guitar. It just plays really nice, and it's got that boost. One of the tone knobs is it's like a 25 dB mid boost, so you sound like a Strat, but if you crank that up, you can round out your tones, and it makes it nice when you're playing like heavier stuff. Just gives you a nice boost. And that's what you know, Pete Townsend, he's been playing the Clapton Strats for a long time now, and his is modified, has that Fishman power bridge in it, I think, with the piezo pickup, so you can piezo make like acoustic guitar sound. Yeah, Townsend, he's been all over the Clapton Strats. And you can get them, you go on Reverb, you know, $900, or go to a guitar show once those start again. But yeah, $900, $1,000, you can get a really nice used Clapton Strat. I think they sell them for like $1,600, $1,700. But pretty cool. So I was excited about that. Check those out. Get on Fender.com and try not to buy one of those. So Arc 3, I did a video on that a while back, and I wanted to just show you guys a couple of things that I didn't know about when I did the video. What threw me was when I started playing, when I turned on the app, the Arc 3, started playing, the volume got way quieter, and that's because the EQ corrected it. Now you can, what you do is you stop using your stereo out here, monitoring that there. What you want to do is monitor it from inside of the app. I'll show you here. So right down here, they have another meter where you can monitor everything. So if I turn this song on, you can hear. You listen closely. You can hear them still. So you can see, this is where you want to check it out. This is set up pre Arc 3. So you're getting the levels that you had before. You can see them down here. What's also cool with this, which I didn't know, is with that, you can hit this RTA switch here and play. And you can see your frequencies below here. So you can see there's still a lot of low end that we can push in that song yet. Because before, this is the curve before Arc 3, so it was laying in a lot more bass into the track. So I wasn't pushing that enough. So when I go back, I can push up the bass, the low end frequencies a little bit more just to round it out. So that's pretty cool, just knowing how I can monitor there. And then I can look at, you know, frequencies that way. You know, when you use this the way you're supposed to, I used it on a song I'd already done, I'd already mixed. But if you use the Arc 3 from the beginning when you're starting to mix, then you're not going to notice the drop in the volume. It's going to make more sense that way. So next mix I start, I'll put this on first thing, and then I'll start to do my mixing, and it'll work out real well. And then the big thing too, you got to watch when you go to mix down, when you're going to take all these tracks and mix them down into your WAV file, you got to make sure you turn that plug-in back off. You don't want that on. You're only using it to monitor. So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about viewer comments. So I had a really good one this week that I was stoked to see. A friend of mine that I knew, he lives down south, and he's a guitar player and plays mandolin, a bunch of other stuff. And I've seen him play. I saw him play with one of his bands one time down in Asheville, Kev Martin. So hey Kev, if you're watching, he wrote a really nice he wrote some good stuff after I put up that AC/DC song, and he really liked it. So Kev said, "Nice job, Arlo. I'm digging your reviews and all the technical info. Dare I say, if you compress your vocal a bit on this track, you'd sound very close to Bon Scott. Killer tone on the solo too. So he's an AC/DC fan, a big AC/DC fan since the 70s, 80s. I can clearly remember first hearing them when I was in 6th grade in 1977. Changed my world. Favorite songs are Hell's Bells, Shoot to Thrill, and of course, Long Way to the Top. I like all those. Hell's Bells is great. Can't deny my Scottish heritage with those awesome bagpipes." So that's great. Thanks for sending that, Kevin. The Bon Scott thing, I thought that was wild. I was kind of shooting for that that sound, he had, because I can't do Brian Johnson. I can't yell like that. But I want to show you in what I did, and if we can, let me just try to kill some stuff here. We're gonna mute that. We'll do the vocal.
You can hear them still.
Okay, so I want you to listen to the vocal on this. And what I used was the Wave, it's a Scheps Omni Channel. Andrew Scheps has a couple plugins that he did with Waves. And I used this Omni Channel on the vocal. And it has there's a dirty vocal setting. So basically, I'm adding a bunch of saturation in the pre. It's on heavy here, so it's pushing it in the front a good bit. Didn't do anything in the EQ, and then I have a de-esser going, and then it's compressing a ton. So the big thing it's doing is compressing the vocal, giving it a bunch of saturation to just thicken it up. So let's see if I'll play it here. We'll turn off we'll bypass the vocal here, and I'll let you listen to it, and then we'll turn the vocal on for the next take.
If you listen closely, you can hear them still. Angus and Malcolm, rolling stones down the hill.
So it has a nice kind of like pleasing sound to it. Now if we turn on the Scheps and we listen to it again, let's see how it gets a little grittier.
If you listen closely, you can hear them still. Angus and Malcolm, rolling stones down the hill.
So you can see the compressor on there lighting up pretty big time. So it just crunched it down some, and it brings the vocal forward a ton more when you do that. So that was really handy using the Scheps. It got me a little closer to the Bon thing, but nobody could sing like Bon. Oh my God, that guy is crazy. So this is a cool plug-in. Check this out. Like I said, it's a strip, so you have like a pre-amp built to it where you can add a lot of saturation, thump. There's filters in there where you can roll off high and low frequencies. Great EQ in there, which does some amazing things through the EQ. De-esser, comp, a gate. I'll do a video on this at some point. There's a lot to this plugin. It's a real good one if you're just starting out, because it gives you pretty much everything you need to work on any kind of instrument. So and you get it from Waves. They're usually on sale like $40. You can usually get Scheps Omni Channel. I think that's what I got, $40. So very cool. Thanks a lot, Kev, and we'll keep the songs coming there. And thanks for coming and checking out this third edition of Sunday Jam. I'm going to be working on some videos this week. I think I'm going to be doing Easy Bass and show you how I use that, because I'm starting this new song and I'm going to have the rhythm guitars done in the next day or two, and then I'll add on the bass, and I'll show you how I use Easy Bass and how it makes it super easy to get a bass track on there. So we'll probably do that this week. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so when you know that's coming up. And hope you guys come back, check out Sunday Jam next Sunday. I try to do this every Sunday. So take care. I hope you get to play some guitar today. Bye now.
But the jukebox is silent. Now ears can't receive the hell